Good morning, guys. I am back with another what I eat in a day video. I'm still doing 30 carbs a day, and the recipe that I'm going to be sharing today is called an omelet in a bag, and it's a recipe that well, not a recipe, but it's a technique, you know, that you can use to make your omelets in a Ziploc bag. And my older daughter, she actually found this online, and I've been doing it ever since. I really like it, and you can add whatever you want to your omelet, of course. So what I'm going to be adding today is broccoli, some salami, and some red and green bell peppers and onions, and of course salt, some seasoning mix here, and then the 2 eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this inside this bowl right here, and then I will show you the next 2 steps. Alright guys, so I've mixed, well, I started to mix. I put the eggs in here, everything that you saw on the cutting board, which was the broccoli, the salami, and then the little mix of green and red bell peppers and the onions. I put my salt and then my complete seasoning mix and of course the 2 eggs. So I'm gonna take that mix and I'm gonna put it inside this bag right here, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. So everything that was in that bowl that you just saw is now in this bag. So I poured it in the bag, and then I kind of folded it over like this so that all the air could come, you know, that extra air that was in there would come out, and then I you know, pressed it nice and tight. You want to make sure that no water gets in this bag. If you're worried about the BPA and plastics, they do sell BPA free you know, sandwich bags, which it states it on the box, so you can grab those if, you know, if you're worried about that. Which, you know, it was like, when I first heard about the recipe, I'm like, okay, how is that safe? But yes, that's a way to keep it nice and safe. So now the rule of thumb as far as cooking time is 6 minutes per egg. So I have used 2 eggs in this recipe. So I am going to put it to boil for 12 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've had the water boiling for like ever since I started mixing everything. I started, you know, boiling the water. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I like to keep it in the middle, keep the bag in the middle like that. You don't want the bag to kind of fold over the pot that you're boiling it in. You just want it to be right there in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it for 12 minutes. 12. All right, so we're gonna do that for 12 minutes, and within this time, you know, let me start this. Just don't sit here and, you know, monitor the boiling bag. Just go answer some emails, go wash your face, I don't know, do other things besides babysitting the bag that's boiling. It's one of those breakfasts that you don't have to be in the kitchen to monitor, which is what I love about it, because yeah, I have other things to do. So I'm gonna let that boil, and then once it's done, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna show you how I take it out of the bag. And I usually just eat it by itself. I don't add anything else to it, because it's really filling, and as you can see, you can put whatever it is that you want. I would have added cheddar cheese to it, but I'm cutting out dairy for 2 weeks. I have like 5 days left. I wanted to see, you know, what effect dairy was having on me. And I know that certain types of dairy bother me, but you know, I started including them again, and you know, it had a negative effect, so I cut them out, and I'll probably reintroduce a couple of dairy items next week, which is cheddar and what else? I think that's about it. I think that cheddar is the only thing that I haven't seen affect me negatively. But for now, everything is going. So anyways, so yeah, so you could definitely add cheddar cheese, mozzarella. That would be amazing in this. But for now, this is what I'm having. And again, remember, 6 minutes per egg. So I will be back in a little bit to show you how I take the egg out of the bag. All right, so I just took the bag out of the boiling water, and this is how everything should look. You should not have anything runny in there. Everything is nice and cooked and solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take it out of the bag. I don't think I can do it with one hand. I'm gonna attempt to. Let me see. Let's see how talented I am. Alright. I don't feel like taking the tripod out and all that, so I'm gonna try to make it work here. Alright. So basically it just slips out of the bag. Oh, my little egg. Alright. So here we go. That is our finished product. And again, you can put anything that you want inside your eggs. Anything that you would put in a regular omelet, you can put inside your omelet in a bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open here. Ooh, yummy. Okay. And all right, so you can see the broccoli and the salami and the green and red bell peppers. So this is going to be my breakfast for this morning. And the salami has 0 carbs, the eggs have 0 carbs, the broccoli, I believe, for a cup and a half, I believe, was 1 carb, and I definitely didn't use a cup and a half, so I'm gonna say 1 carb for the broccoli, and then the green and bell peppers, I'm gonna add another carb for that, which I like to round up with things like that. So just based on my ingredients, it's 2 carbs, but of course, depending on what you add to yours, the carbs may be different. But this breakfast right here fills me up for so long. I don't get hungry until like the afternoon. So definitely a filling breakfast. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down, enjoy my breakfast before I get to work, and I will talk to you guys at lunchtime. So hi guys, so I wanted to check in and share what I'll be having for lunch today, which is romaine lettuce, there's boneless chicken in there, avocado, and a drizzle of some ranch. So let me see what the carb count is here. It's 3 carbs for the avocado, about 2 carbs for the ranch, and then the romaine lettuce, I'm gonna say, is about 1 carb. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 carbs, 0 carbs for the chicken. So that is my lunch for today. I will show you how I made the chicken. You can't really see the chicken, but in the next clip for dinner, I'll show you how I make this chicken, which is amazing. It is a spicy chicken that I've been loving lately. So I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye. Hi guys, so I am back to share what I'm gonna be having for dinner today. So I'm gonna have some rice cauliflower, and I like to get the roasted garlic kind at Walmart in the freezer section. Then I'm gonna have some boneless chicken, and of course it's not cooked yet. I'm gonna cook that right now. our carbs here for the cauliflower is 3 carbs, and then it serves 2.5. So for the whole thing, that would be what is that? 7.5 carbs for the whole thing, which I may eat the whole thing. I'm not sure. I might get full, you know, halfway through and not finish the whole thing, but the plan is to eat this whole thing. I'm pretty hungry. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in the microwave instead of the stovetop because you know, it's nice and quick. I'm tired and I want to eat a quick meal, so that's gonna work for me tonight. So we're gonna have that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking my chicken. And what I just did here is I took boneless chicken, and let me show you the kind that I get, because I don't know, there's something about the way that this one tastes. It's the it's, I don't know if it's organic or what makes it different. I don't know. I like these a lot better than like the other brands. So this is the type that I get, and this is at Walmart, and it comes individually packed, you know. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Okay, so as you can see, like, it's just like, you know, little individual packs of chicken, so I don't have to defrost a whole pack of chicken just to get one breast. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And the way that I like to cook my chicken, or lately the way that I've like to cook it, is with mayo. And I know that sounds kind of weird, or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. So I pretty much use this as my oil, I guess. So I put about 2 tablespoons of the mayo inside the pan, and then I season it with adobo, and then again either Italian seasoning, or I have this big bottle of this, so I've just been using this. It does have Italian seasoning in it. And then I add like about a tablespoon of this chili garlic sauce. Is it a tablespoon, or maybe half a tablespoon? I don't know. I really don't know how much I add. But it's not really that spicy when I eat it, so it must be half a tablespoon. So about half a tablespoon of this. And then I also add I forgot to take it out. Where is it? And then I also like to get this from Walmart. It's already like the peppers and the onions. It's a huge bag, you know, so it's not like I have to cut up, you know, bell peppers and onions every time I want to make something. So I add about maybe like 2 tablespoons of that, and then I mix it up, and it tastes so good. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Once I get everything in the pot, I'll go ahead and show you guys how it looks. So let me get started on that now. Okay, so this is how it looks like once it's in the pan. And yeah, it looks kind of weird right now, but once the mayo kind of it loses its like the white, you know, look to it, and gets, you know, more oily, I guess you can say, and it just tastes so amazing with the chili sauce. So I'm gonna let that cook, and just pop in my cauliflower, and then I will be back when I'm ready to serve myself and show you everything on the plate. So this is how it should look. And that's again boneless chicken, 2 tablespoons of mayo. It was actually 1 tablespoon of the chili sauce. Once I got it in the pan, I realized that yeah, I do use 1 tablespoon, because at this point I eyeball everything, so sometimes, you know, I forget the measurements. But it's definitely 1 tablespoon of the chili sauce, of course my adobo, my seasoning mix, and then a couple of, you know, tablespoons of the bell pepper onion mix. So however much you want to add of that, but that's pretty good for me. So I'm gonna let this finish cooking, and I will be back. All right guys, so this is the riced cauliflower. and I added the whole bag. I just went ahead and served myself the whole thing. Once it's on the plate, I realized that I could probably eat the whole thing. I tasted it before I added the chicken, and it did need some salt. For my foods, I like them well seasoned, so I just sprinkled a little bit of salt. I mixed it, with a fork. So now I'm about to add the chicken, and this is what the chicken should look like once it's done, and it's so good. If you guys try this little mixture that I had with the chicken, let me know in the comment section. But let me go ahead and add the chicken to the rice. Okay, so we are nice and plated, and everything mixed together is going to taste so good. I'm going to show you that little bit of sauce right there. That is what's going to happen to the cauliflower. Like, once I mix everything in, it's going to be all nice and full of flavor. So I am excited to eat. So I will talk to you guys in another video. Hopefully, I don't like to make promises that I can't keep, but I will definitely try to keep on making more of these videos. And if you haven't checked out my other 2 what I eat in a day videos, go ahead and do that. I'll probably link them down below. I have about 2 more. So let me know what you guys want to see in the future, but for now I'm gonna concentrate on doing what I eat in a day videos. So alright, talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I hope that you guys enjoyed just a peek into what it is to eat low carb for a day. As you can see, it's not you're not starving, you're enjoying all the foods that you eat. So hopefully, this is something that you can try. And again, this carb count for this plate right here, of course the chicken has no carbs, the mayo has no carbs. What else? The onions and the bell peppers, it has a small amount of carbs, but honestly I'm not gonna count that for this meal, but I will count the carbs for the cauliflower, which ended up being 7.5. So 7.5 for this plate of yumminess is so good. So alright, have a great day guys, or great evening, or good morning, whatever time it is that you guys are watching this, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.